All right, welcome back to our Priest PPE. This is episode 7. When we last left off, we got some pretty good shit going. We got a couple different rings. We got an evocation. We're pretty much solidly in the end game. So for today, we're going to jump back on the bandwagon. We could do more of those snake things. We got an evocation from them. It feel kind of dirty. I want to do one of the snake ones just to get the complete. And I may end up just go like spin. I may just go end up spinning the box for that, just to like not worry about it for too long. But yeah, I'm doing pretty solid. I am currently still working on editing episode 4. I will probably have that out by the end of today or tomorrow. Today is January 29th, 2025, for a little bit of scale. In terms of a quick address, I have noticed that these videos, and I addressed at the end of last episode, are very consistently underperforming compared to what I'm used to, especially for these commentary series. And I do figure that a part of that is just because I've been gone for so long and YouTube naturally starts recommending your videos less, which is fine. I'm just like, I'm a little disappointed. Not like, oh, it's someone's fault. Like, what the fuck am I doing? This is what I get for trying to talk while I do things. But I'm gonna still sit here and talk anyways. It's like a little put out as a content creator to be like, damn, this thing that I'm really excited for isn't doing so well. But it's not like I don't want to keep doing this, because either I upload this or I upload nothing at all. And I'm just flat out really enjoying playing Priest and doing it for commentary. I said at the beginning I was looking forward to doing this, and I stick by that. I was looking forward to doing this quite a lot. Maybe over time, if I keep consistently uploading, YouTube will start recommending more. We'll see. Or not. If these videos consistently underperform, then that's not really like that big of a deal, because something is better than nothing in terms of views. So that's pretty much all I got. We'll just cruise through this Moonlight real fast. Good to get Genji out of the way first, because we don't need life exalts. How are we doing on our attack exalt? 13 out of 15. I haven't even done a single spectral penitentiary on this character, by the way. It's not that I like haven't shown it. I just like flat out haven't done a single one. That, if anyone is interested, I may end up doing as like a full video, or at least like I'll talk through the majority of the spectral penitentiary. In fact, by the time this comes out, you wouldn't be able to tell me, because I feel like I would have already done it by then. But if it's something anyone wants in the future, yeah, I can definitely go through and do that. Okay, we did end up in a hard mode. I don't know how I keep falling into these things. We're gonna run it just for love of the game. We'll be pretty careful here. I did just make a community post, which gives you a sense of scale for when this is being recorded, about doing a more thorough guide on some things. That's not gonna be yeah. Oh, hello. That's not going to be this. I'm just going to run through this as normal. But for the future, if anyone is interested, I will be willing to make full guide episodes. Early lean came at a cost. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm interested in the future in having episodes be like, I do an entire O3, and then I do like all 4 mini bosses as well. Having an episode where I do like 1 or 2 shatters, just to give you some like basics of like the majority of the phases. That guy almost fucking died. Just things like that, and I'm interested in doing that for O3 and for the shatters. Moonlight I could probably give some advice for, not for Umi obviously, but for the base dungeon, if you're just looking to get completes there, I could do that as well. And then I would just do like 3 separate versions, or a couple different versions of that, so that you can see like all 3 finales and whatnot. If it's something anyone would be interested in, I could allocate a couple episodes toward that. And then obviously, unfortunately, the endgame players who that's all filler for, we're just going to be like a 12 episode, no season 2 type of anime, and you're going to have some filler episodes. Which, sorry about that, but I do kind of cater to a lot of different people who play this game, and some of these are people who have unfortunately never seen any of this before, ever. So we'll make do with that. Okay, we gotta walk all the way the fuck down here. Just make sure we don't run over anything. That would be bad. We're probably, again, not going to... Hello, we're not going to ego check this but we do have quite a lot of health. And, you know, I'm stupid, so, you know, it's fine. Archmage is obviously very exciting for us. Wow, okay, interesting. This is going to be an easy one cycle. I'm with Pub Hall's Proficient. I've never actually done any with these people. I'm always too lazy to register. I just have a key. Had a key, rather. Which I did end up spending 200 gold on, but I guess the gold is technically free. I don't want to go up there with those blobs. I don't know. I don't have the technique for that. We can just sit down here. With the Bard buff, we're fine to keep hitting him. Okay. Not my best performance, but I'm not really... if you haven't gathered, I'm not really a DPS sweat. I've never have been. It's not what makes this game appealing. I understand why some of my colleagues, some of my other White Stars, some of my other versions are, but I personally am not. I've never found, like, that sort of grind appealing. That sucks. What if you gave me a Twilight Shroud? Yeah, that's never really been what I've wanted out of this game. I'm really more of a bare minimum, get through it type of deadbeat, you know? Was really kind of hoping one of those little stone mages would just magically give me a white bag, but alas, alack. At the very least, if we actually do manage to complete this, we get 2 exalts out of this. We get a mana and an attack exalt, which is pretty neat. I'm so sorry if anyone runs over that ice sphere. Okay, good. That would have been an ick. Yeah, it sucks that we don't have our Puri. But we do have a fungal tome. Hang on a minute. We do have a fungal tome. Kind of forgot we had this. He's saying for us to destroy the top left. Am I crazy? That's wrong. No, wouldn't you want to destroy the bottom left? Because now you can no longer have a fire apocalypse? I don't understand. Maybe I'm missing something there. Maybe there's something wrong with me, but that feels like that would be the best course of action there, no? I mean, I don't, and I've seen it multiple times. I guess people don't really think about that, but I feel like that would be substantially smarter. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. Okay, well, that's a balance, so it doesn't really matter anyways. A little bit of advice here. Oh, never mind. Not really a good place to show that. Probably should have spammed fungals on top of the boss there. Makes that a lot easier. As soon as the birds are dead and he staggers for the balance, you can hug the wall. I zoom my screen in for this, by the way. I mean, I zoom my screen in for quite a lot of things. It's like my mental facilities. Whatever didn't let me, like, rotate my screen has allowed me to fully comprehend and command the zoom with the screen, and that does help me to okay, that wasn't great. That could have been really bad. This is what I meant. Hug the wall. There is obviously one glaring disadvantage to zooming your screen in, which is you can't really see the birds unless you look at your map. I find this easier because sometimes I lose track of where the where the bombs are. Like, I can't really see if they're being thrown on top of me. Hello, rubber band. No, thank you. So zooming in my screen makes it easier for me to see, because sometimes I have accidentally walked over bombs. Little piece of advice while I'm sitting here giving this as well, if you're looking to do hard mode shatters. For the balance nuke, never walk over a generator. Always, always, always assume that a generator is going to have a bomb on it. I don't know. I've seen people walk over generators and get popped. I've walked over a generator and gotten popped. The opportunities truly are endless here. That's kind of it. It does kind of suck. I can personally guarantee you that we will have to blast skip this. I'm feeling pretty... Kind of forgot about Tempest. Feeling pretty good about the fact that this generator is about to turn blue. Can I... What the fuck am I doing? I'm just so busy talking that, you know... Anyways, yeah, that's another problem with making guides. I'm a pretty poor multitasker. $10 say the walls go the other way this time? No, okay. I'm a pretty poor multitasker. I do kind of struggle with that. So if I'm sitting here and I'm talking through something like this, odds are I'm not really paying the best attention to what's going on in front of me, which is a little frightening, and we'll be fine here. Okay. Yeah, it's not great. I would prefer... I almost thought about for the Shatters guide, and what would honestly be easier to explain because things happen somewhat fast, is if I write a script for it. I feel no point in keeping Fungal Tome on for this phase if we're going to be sickened. as soon as we get hit. And by and large, the boss will be dead before, you know, people's sicken wears off and they need to heal. We will heal them enough with this tome. Anyways, yeah. Oh, hello, Rubber Band. No, thank you. Don't do that now. This is like the worst time for that. For this, because he typically throws the bombs to the group that's all located in one spot, it's easy to go up and make your way back through. Yep, that could have been bad. Okay, we'll pop our loot boost. Yeah, anyways, I thought about making just like a script for it and hoping for the best with that. I think that would be a touch easier. ST. Oh, that's the spell, no? You still dropped that? I didn't know he still dropped it. Wait, I think RotMG's wrong, or I'm blind. Holy shit. I don't need that anymore. I mean, you all know how much I wanted this thing. Holy shit. I didn't know he still dropped it. Well, I thought it was... I thought it was only the warlocks and whatever. I didn't know Archmage still dropped it. Did I read the RotMG wrong? Oh my fucking god, who cares? Oh, nice. I really fucking wanted this thing. For those of you who don't know why, it gives 60 health like Solus, but unlike Solus, it gives you... What the fuck was that? Oh, I think it was a high-tech Terra ST. Unlike Solus, it also gives you... mana casting, spell casting reduction. So now that we have that, which does stack with gemstone, I was saying, missed that tablet entirely. Whoops. Yeah, we only need a scripture. Yeah, this restores... Oh, it restores 100 mana when in combat. That's what it was. Yeah, this thing's pretty good. It's pretty neat. That combined with gemstone is really good, and just flat out the extra health and speed are very welcome additions. We have a flat 1,000 health, which is interesting. Yeah, all right, sick. I'm pretty happy with that. Out of interest in like a guide or whatever, this isn't really much of a guide. I'll show the patients. Oh, there goes our pally buff. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's fine. Sometimes I throw this pretty hard. I'm way too far away from the shade. Jesus Christ. Okay, bad start. Man, what the fuck am I doing? Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to Nexus. I'm gonna get away from the shade, though. The further you are away from it, obviously you're less likely to get hit by the shots. Never mind. Okay, we did manage to salvage that. And man, I really just completely threw at the end there. We're gonna just heal a little quick. Or at the beginning. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard for me to make reactions like that. And sometimes I'm completely fine. And it's not even like with patience. It's kind of just... It's kind of just with the game in general and with a lot of things. Sometimes it's really easy for me to he just got a double ST, no? It's really easy for me to react, and sometimes I don't. And that's a little bit frustrating. There was no intention of ego checking that. If I got hit even like 1 or 2 times, I would have left. That's a shame. Okay. Well, we still do get... I seem to only get Leviathans, no? We still did get something. We got 2 exalts from that. We get a Shatters chest from this. Yeah, we really we really do seem to be somewhat consistent with those. And we get a backpack extender, which I will be putting on. Man, I almost don't want to show that patience. That was like the biggest throw of my life. Okay, let's put the backpack extender on. Let's also... Let's leave their party. And let's go claim our Moonlight Village quest that we have. Okay. Man, I really did throw that. Holy shit, that's so embarrassing. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I get weird. It's not even like I'm in my own head about it. It's just like, wow, I really like genuinely didn't see that shot. Which I think is like really funny. But I've been aware of that like personal limitation for long enough where it's like I feel okay not egoing things. I will bail. Let's pop this first. Earthen Ward would have been goated, but no dice. Ah, that's a key. No, it's a bunch of shit. Okay. Oh, right. These are all like the fishing things. Okay. Weird that they drop in that bag, but okay. MP, attack, and speed. Okay. None of those are particularly screaming out to us. We did also get this, which is useless, but it's still kind of cool. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we got a shroud. That's really all we're looking for, and we got 2 more exalts. So yeah, that was a really, really profitable run. And our set's looking awesome. Like, we're doing really fucking well. And for like 7.5k, the only thing really out of the way for that is the Deca. The evocation's very doable. The fact that we got it from where we got it, notwithstanding, but that's something we could have gotten from a Moonlight Village or an O3. That's just kind of luck too. This was pretty goated. The deck is really the only thing that stands out of the way. We're making very good progression right now. Yeah, honestly, hang on. 840 health with the Twilight Gemstone. Okay. This isn't bad. Like, this is, if we got a Scripture, we would main this, because Scripture also gives like 50 health. Okay, sick. All right, awesome. We're doing really well. I'm the most useful man alive. I'm pretty sure I'm out of range for it. But I'm doing my best here, man. I'm doing my best. Yeah, we're at 11 out of 20 on our Kogbold Exalt. I'm pretty sure there's only 3 keys, so we're really just kind of here for the laser pointer chance and the very, very minor Exalt progress. But we're doing pretty good on this. Okay, I suck. Jesus. We're doing pretty good on our Kogbold Exalt. Like, we're not terrible. It is kind of looking like if we hit this point, we may end up exalting Cogs of the stats we can actually exalt, barring obviously O3. We may end up exalting Kogbolds first, which would be actually pretty cool. Again, just to kind of touch base on things, I think easily the biggest concern about our exalts is, honestly, nest is kind of getting up there. I would like for us to be doing more nests. But again, probably Colts and Marble are going to be our biggest adversary here. Fortunately, I don't think I'm going to push myself too hard in terms of doing things that could theoretically kill me. So if we don't get like insta-killed in a Shatters or whatever, or like we wouldn't really die in an O3. I struggle to see a way that would happen unless something really bullshit happens. We'd probably get insta-killed in the Shatters. I don't really know. I do want to go for a Chrysalis just for love of the game. But we have Deca. We have Twilight Shroud. We have so many things we need to do in its stead. DPS item like Chrysalis on a Priest is kind of mediocre. I, in fact, almost want to go do O3s. Obviously, they're not too useful. The big thing that we get out of O3 now is I want a Scripture so that we can use Gemstone and Twilight Shroud to its full use. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I did do a poll just to give you guys, once again, a relative scale. This morning, I did a poll on YouTube for what you guys would be interested in seeing in terms of guides, like I'd done from previous episodes. If you want to go check out my community post, it's looking like what this is going to be like, because this is episode 7. It's looking like episode 8 may be when we do the O3 guide, and then after that I may do Shatters. We'll see. That depends more on like if people actually put Shatters up. I feel like I never see Shatters anymore, so I don't know. Either way, we're about to go to the laser pointer right here. 3, 2, 1. Swing and a miss. Kind of forgot there was a chest event. I forgot we have a backpack extender. I think just sitting on something, I'm pretty sure this has more DPS. That makes sense. Unfortunately, we can't get shinies from the chest, but I would still kind of geek over a laser pointer. That would be pretty heat. Like a normal one would be fine. How about nothing at all? Yes, I did actually. I'm about to yap about you. Yes, actually, there are people. I did think about it after that episode, after where I said this. I did think about it. There are actually people who I've known from here who have probably been here, probably not since the entire start, but at least within like a year or 2 of it, which is honestly about the same thing. I didn't really do much in the first like year or so that I had this. Thank you. Bad news, obviously. Okay, my set, by the way, is good enough now where logically I could be using Evocation generally over Catalyst. And I have this, obviously. So there's no, like, why don't you have an Ancient Intellect on anymore? And the Deca, I could just be using Deca. It's at the point now where it would be hard to tell that I died 3 or 2 episodes ago, because this is 7, we died on 5. Yeah, pretty good recovery, honestly. Uh, yeah, I'm really thrilled about this. Anyways, yeah, there are definitely a couple people who may even be day ones. If you've seen my original videos, they're really bad. You should see the progression of my skill and my editing and the quality. And not editing, my I don't edit really my videos at all anymore. I am losing my mind. You and me both, sister. For wisdom, nice. Yeah, like the progression of what I upload and like everything about it. My resolution was off in the first videos just because I was on Congregate. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting to see how far I've come as a YouTuber. You know, it's cool. Blueprint. Please don't be laser pointer. That's workable. Brain Cube, by the way, pretty fucking cool. I really like it. At some point, I'll probably play Necromancer, and for that would be pretty fun. Shiny laser from that guy. Fuck you. I hope your balls pop. I am gonna probably end up missing one of these chest phases at some point. Yes. I'm gonna miss one of these chest phases at some point. I have a shadow chest I want to pop, and I have loot boost for that in one chest phase. Doesn't matter. But yeah, at minimum, we only need 12 or 13 of these things. At maximum, obviously, 25. So we're actually like really close to being done with Cogbolds, which, wow. Kogbold for the first like 2 years that this dungeon was out. It wasn't really until even like as early as like 2 months ago that I've really started to appreciate the Kogbold steamworks. And it doesn't help that it doesn't hurt rather that they substantially buffed it. Yeah, this dungeon was dreaded for a while. So to hit the point where it's like the thing I do first is crazy, you know? And so easily, you know? I'm like, yeah, I really fuck with this. How many left in chain? I would like to know too. Yeah. Wow. And obviously, we still deeply want a laser pointer. I firmly doubt we're going to get one in the next 13. I don't know if I would be willing to go back for laser pointer after. I'm really unlucky with Cogbold whites, and I feel like they're pretty rare. I may end up going back for it. We'll deliberate in the future. I don't typically use the backpack extender for practical purposes. I don't know if it's ever been shown in previous characters, but unless I'm doing like trading at the end of an 03 or whatever, I tend to use the backpack extender as a flex spot for effectively trophy items. If you haven't noticed, across a lot of my good PPEs, I normally have a trophy item. It's something rare or valuable that, because I only ever do PPEs, if it's not for the character, it's functionally useless to me. Obviously, I'm not going to play on a character or use a shiny Sibo. There are some exceptions. I do have a shiny Warmonger and a shiny Peacekeeper. Wasn't willing to part with either of those. Couple Biome Whites. But yeah, I do try to keep lucky items, so I like to keep my backpack full of weird shit, or my backpack extender. So that's kind of the exciting part about having that, is that now with our addition of our shiny Sibo, we are starting to build that up. For some characters, it just kind of ends up being weird STs. Like I had like the two halves of the Water Kensei set, the fucking Nia from Ninjago on my Samurai UPE. Yeah. So it does kind of end up being things like that, but it'd be kind of cool if we got like a jug or something to put in there, you know? That would be heat. Stand mid for white. It's gonna happen, man. Watch. That would have been fucking generational. Oh well, okay. And it does just free up this inventory space. It was admittedly bothering me slightly. Yeah, I should probably... I'm going to miss the next chest. I'm going to go pop... Actually, low-key. We could... Let's go now. Let's be... Oh my god, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me this is about to happen. Holy shit, I would have killed myself. Okay, where is this? Oh, it's down here. Okay, let's hurry. Is this gonna give us anything? Likely not. Thought so. Okay, well, that was worth it. We are actually... Oh, we have more fame than our previous priest. So we are, in pretty much every sense of the way, doing better. Understandably... Oh, that was nice. We got double exalt. Understandably, we're losing the Chrysalis and we lost the Catalyst, but I think by and large we are running a far better character than we were that first time. I would like my Puri back. That's pretty much it. That's really the only thing I want from that character. Catalyst and Chrysalis we could theoretically go back for in the future, but I'm not really feeling too greedy about that. We have something much more important, which is love. No, we have a Twilight Shroud, which is one of those things that I like unflexibly wanted for this character. I really, really fuck with Shroud. I love the sprite. It's one of my favorite sprites in the game. Despite the fact that we may honestly end up exalting Kogbolds this episode, this is actually going to probably be a very small amount of the episode. I mean, honestly, I'm not talking much. I have very little to say about this. We're probably not gonna we're probably not gonna fully exalt Kogbolds, but we started pretty low. We're doing pretty good right now. We're gonna be at the very least close, like probably within the 10 range. If I stick to this chain, it's possible. And at the end of the day, I could probably, I could probably at the end of the day, buy more keys for them if they want to do more, and I could just force it, which could be an option because I'm not really using the deck of gold, so I might as well. That may be an option. Let me deliberate. Let me see how close we are by the end of the chain. If we're like within 5 off, and they want to do more, I may just push for it just to be done with Kogbolds. Because, yeah, that's a stat. We fully exalted. We technically don't need to do more Kogbolds after that. Laser Pointer would be nice. I highly doubt we're going to get Laser Pointer within the next maximum 16 Kogbolds. Highly doubt we're going to get a Laser Pointer. And we may not end up going back for it. Sorry, I'm drinking my drink over here. I don't know if you can hear me swallow. We may not go back for it, which is fine. It would be nice, but there are alternatives. Obviously, Lumiere. I would quite like a Retribution. Now that I'm like sitting here, I think a Retribution would actually be a really neat upgrade. So when next episode comes around and we post up for our O3 guide, that's 4 O3s right there that we're doing. Technically and realistically, a lot more than 4 because we have to actually get each mini boss, and we're probably just gonna like spam Bezas on repeat. Beza is now entirely useless to us, I guess, besides a T6 tome, but Fungal's better. So, but yeah, doing pretty good. It would be nice. It would be nice to get Kogbold or to get Laser Pointer. We need to prioritize. We need to start going for everything else. We can't really keep fucking around through O3s, but it would be nice. But I mean, at the end of the day, we're doing great. 19 exalts left. Obviously, we had quite a few going into this. I think like 16. I think did we start with 24? I feel like I started with 24. And it makes sense that we've only gotten 5 exalts. It does kind of take me a while to get the ball rolling on exalts. And then I feel like in general, I spend the first like 10k or so fucking around. You only get like 2 or 3. And then all at once you start to like steamroll. And so by the time you hit like 25k, you've gotten like 10. It's just getting to the end that's hard. If all the 1 exalts we got had given me 2, we would be fucking done by now. Yeah, we need to do at minimum 6 more, which is kind of cool. Here's hoping. Yeah, unless we got like Exalt Banner. But yeah, if every single one roll gave us 2, I think we would have been done quite a bit ago now. We haven't really done that many. I think we've only done like, we just got the 1600, so we've done 20. Okay, yeah, that's honestly, it's not too bad. By the end of this, we're gonna be, probably around like, 25-ish. Yeah, that's fine. And a third of the Exalt. That does kind of just mean that we were 4-5 if there was no double Exalt. This is how I math this out, because I'm weird about Exalts on characters. It's hard for me to do characters where like I'm exalted, like Ninja. I'm exalted on life, death, or not. I don't think I'm exalted on life, but I'm exalted on defense, mana, and dex. So I feel weird about like doing that because it feels like, you're not really getting too much like to exalt. It feels like, it's too easy or whatever. I don't know. I'm really, really, really particular about a lot of things with this. I don't really know why. Maybe I need a diagnosis. But I really do. Like, I feel weird for that. Like, it's like what I said in an earlier episode where we got the Chrysalis rip. Of like, I feel weird when I get like too many items too early, or like, yeah, too many exalts. Like no one likely cares about that other than me, but it's because it's both my video and, you know, I'm weird. I'm different. No, yeah, I don't know. It psychs me out a little bit. But anyway, we are looking to play Ninja after this. One for the rework, but also love of the game. Ninja's particular for me too. The only way I play Ninja is a tiered, no pet, and then what I do is I max all my stats in a random order. So I take a random number generator, 1 through 8, obviously, and laser blueprint or overclock. I did get one earlier. I just didn't show it, obviously. Yeah, so what I'll do is life and mana are 1, 2, attack down through Vit are 3 through 5, def to is obviously 6 through 8, and you can't drink a single other potion until you max that stat. So if we get mana first, we gotta like fully max our mana. This used to be a lot harder than it is now. When I first started doing these miserable player experiences, one, I started on Assassin. I think the oldest miserable player experience is actually still on my channel. But I started them right before 03 came out. And the only way you could like reliably get mana if it was your first stat was doing like C-Deps or fucking Parasites. But Parasites have pretty shitty drop rates. At least I feel like any more than 4 people and you're going to probably get a purple bag. So that was horrible. You had to basically solo it petless with like mid-tier equipment. That was horrible. It was really, really, really fun. It's pretty easy now. Even if you get something like mana first, you can just do like 03. It's still difficult. Don't get me wrong. But like the early game, the maxing part is substantially easier than it used to be. Especially because the stats have been reduced. Which is kind of a shame. It's lost a lot of the challenge. You're basically at this point just playing an NPE, like a tiered NPE. The stat part means nothing now. But it's always just been designed to slow you down. Everything about the character is designed to slow you down. You can't like you can still just rush into the end game. But if you get something like Dex first or Speed, if you don't get life or mana, you're not touching 03 or any of the end game content at all. Why am I not shooting? Which is nice. It does force you, as me particular, as an endgame player, to sit down and like do all these things, you know. Anyways, yeah. So we're looking to do that after this, and hopefully that'll become a video, but it's not going to be commentary. I'm just going to do it, you know, normal, freaky, funky style. I really, really fucking need to do Spectral Penitentiaries. One, now that we have a Twilight Gemstone, that robe is really good. But also, just in general, we need our attack exalt. And honestly, low-key, I could fuck with the Deliverance. Let's do another Shatters chest just for love of the game. Honestly, pause. We shouldn't have done Shatters. We're getting desperate here. We only need a maximum of 5 steamworks. We're getting a little desperate here for that thing. If you saw something usable, shit my pants. Okay, that's cool. Intellect's useless to us anyways. Insane, by the way, that Anointed is the only piece of that ST set we have. We cracked 10k. It's pretty goated. Yeah, really kind of hoping for Retribution now, but obviously 03 is useless. Yeah. We're probably gonna. I may try and push out. I may try and stomach through the last 5 Kogbold tortures. If no one pops them, I could always theoretically buy keys and pop them in East too. So we have options. Another ice finale. Let's see if we die. What would you guys do if I died on this to an ice finale again? I do think, by the way, I'm just gonna put this out there now. We're at the point now where if I died, I would not restart. One, the emotional investment of this thing being like crazy good, and fun really is the bigger one. And 2, yeah, we're at like 10k, and I don't typically restart characters if they die around this point. It's just not. I don't know. I at that point I'm like I can't imagine like replaying through the entire game at this point. I'll show the ice finale real quick just for those of you who are curious. This would be a little diet version of our Shatters, and that means that I won't have to like wait for another ice finale to happen. So you need to kill these 2 birds here at the very end. For those of you who don't know, if you've never seen an ice finale before or you don't know what this is about, we can cover this more, and we will cover this more. I need to dodge this. Blizzard's extremely fucking painful. Either way, I zoom my screen in for this. He's going to huck the spheres around. These big shots do a lot of armor pierce, like 275. The smaller white shots, quiet. I should probably bust out fungal. Yeah, this isn't a really melee-friendly phase. The fire finale is a bit easier to push in on. So if you don't have a really huge melee group, people used to skip these, actually, I think pretty early on in the Shatters. But it's pretty easy, yeah. I have no idea how I died the first time. I think I just wasn't really, like, paying attention. It's not very difficult. It can be, you can die pretty quickly. That's a shame. You can die, and you saw that. You die, like, really quickly. You can only really afford to take, like, 4 to 5 shots at once. So it's still something to be feared, but there's, like, no reason, especially with my experience, that we should have lost to Chrysalis. Oh, yippee! Yippee! He's online. Oh, he's gonna see that. Or not. I don't know. He watches... Do you watch these? I don't know. Okay, this is about to be annoying as fuck. I'm going to join that call and he's going to start singing that. I feel that in my balls. Oh, ST. He's still going, by the way. Is he going to do this for a while? This obviously can't be anything useful. I twitched a little bit when I saw that because I thought it was a red bag. Okay, let's not die there. Those knights can be extremely dangerous. If they lurch on you, that's an insta-kill. If it's a cursed, barring invulnerability, I don't think there's any way you can survive that. I'm pretty sure I lost 1,000 health knight to that. I'm working on it, bitch. Mommy's talking. I hope he sees this. I hope you feel shame. Shame. Yo! Yo! I got hit once! I'm fucking crazy! Put that shit in the fucking guide video, y'all. Check that shit out. For our guide video for episode, I think that'll be 9 or 10 or whatever. Yeah, the best thing you can do for patience is small, deliberate movements like that. You kind of want to almost tap. In my experience, the other thing you want to avoid, the small red shots bleed you. We'll talk about it more. That was fucking goated. I was crazy mode. Oh, fuck off! Hey, whoa, wait. T7 Wizring could be good. Fuck. I mean, honestly, not like a long shot. How does a long shot work on flails? I don't know. Anyways, Morningstar of Reckoning would have probably been cool. I wouldn't have liked it, but man, I really liked the tier 14 flail. First off, that thing is insanely strong. What does Wiz do for us? Not much. We don't really need this T7. We don't really need this T7. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to go to East 2, and I'm going to go post up. I'm probably going to go run some manners for a little bit. I do want to end this episode trying to exalt Cogs, so I may end up buying keys and popping them in East. They're not going to be the safest, but we may end up doing that. Ascended! What the fuck? I got Ascended! I didn't know that could drop from... Oh, wait, no, I looked that up. Okay, so we don't need STs from Bess anymore. And we got a quarter, or half the priest set now. Hang on, pause. We have half the set. Well, how did we get half the fucking tomb set before we got half the goddamn orc set? What the hell? Either way, that's cool. I remember back when this thing was like Mongo good. Now it's pretty mid, but we're on our way towards completing it. We may end up going for that. I think the plan for this, by the way, I'm speaking really far in advance. White Snake Invasion, again, my nickname in high school. Really far in advance here, I'm saying that if we do manage to fully exalt, I'm going to end this series there. And I'm going to do the rest of it as a normal PPE. So sometime after that, you guys are probably going to end up seeing an episode. Or a video. Do I think we're going to POV get prod? Do I think we're going to fully exalt? No. Halls and cults and nests, all of those we're not gonna do those. I can already tell. I know who I am. We're not gonna end up doing those, which is fine. I'm just lazy. We could end up forcing ourselves. I doubt it. Oh shit, we got a mantle of Scold. Wrong mantle. Other one would have been cool, but you know, no skin off my dick. Oh, cool. I, again, totally forgot that this shit drops Annihilation. I'm assuming, obviously, that that's a glitch. Yeah. Would Mantle even be useful to us? Without a catalyst, not really, but could make room for us to get one. Hey, Blueprint. Stop giving me overclocking blueprints. Anyways, this is looking like, even though we only have 16 people, apparently this is a 5-chain. So it does hard guarantee us our Kogbold Exalt, which is going to be the end of the episode. Next to no idea how long this one is going to be. I feel like we're in the 30-minute range, but this could be as high as like 45, which, you know, maybe we'll do a longer Exalt or episode. But we exalted Steamworks, as long as nothing goes wrong here. I'm even okay with the fact that we're not going to get a laser pointer. That's really sick. I'm not going to go back for laser pointer, by the way. But we exalted Steamworks, which wild to do that first. I mean, barring O3, obviously, but for this character, insane that we exalted Steamworks first. White bag! Please. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. I got a brain cube. That's fucking devastating. Genuinely, that sucks. That really sucks. Oh, alright. Well, that's it. This is going to be the last Cogbold I do to fully exalt. Nice. No laser...
Kogbold,
to fully exalt. To fully exalt. Maybe I'll go back for Cog and Ball Tortures if I'm feeling bored. Man, can you imagine if that... Even the normal laser pointer would have been goated, but if I got a shiny laser pointer right there, I think I would have hit it like a fucking... record high decibel. I don't know. I think I would have had to borderline mute the clip.
Not bad though.
Brain Cube is fucking goated, but I've already got the blueprint, and it's not like I need it. I've got like 9 or 10 of them on
Wait,
seasonal.
give me a shiny fungal tome. You're getting out dripped.
Okay, I have a Deca. I'm cool and shit. All right, there we go. Nice, we exalted Steamworks. Okay, we're done with that entirely until we go back for it. All right, that's gonna be the end of this episode. Pretty good. Next episode is going to be our O3 guide. It's gonna be a little less formal than the Shatters guide. The Shatters guide, I'm thinking about doing that as a dub over audio and just kind of getting footage from the last couple episodes is what I'm thinking. But yeah, okay. Wow, I'm actually really happy with that. Obviously, we didn't get what we wanted, but good enough. Okay, thank you guys so much for coming. Let me know what you think about this. This character's going great. Yeah, and I'll see you all for our little O3 guide. See you in a bit.